Hey guys, it's been a while. The main reason is because I have taken this out of my setup, the trusty Beatstep Pro, and I've spent a few weeks really getting to grips with the Oxy One, which is a much more powerful sequencer that I'm really enjoying, and it's bringing a lot to my workflow. So I think I'm going to do like an updated workflow video showing you guys how my setup works with that in the next few weeks. Let me know down in the comments if you're interested in that. This is the first sort of track that I've got to on the Modular that I'm happy with using the Oxy One. In it, I used a couple of really cool techniques that I think would be interesting to anybody that's into Modular, so I'm just going to take the time in this video to talk you through those. If you enjoy these kind of videos, please like and subscribe. It does really help this channel, and if you put any of these techniques to use, please tag me at Niven Music in on Instagram, and I'd love to see what you guys come up with. So the first trick here is something using two filters, but to create a stereo effect. So I've got this lead sound coming out of the miso cornflakes, which is just a left-right, but the left and right sound very similar. And I wanted to create a little bit more stereo depth in that. So what I've done is I've got these two filters, the dot for A120 and the dot for A106. And I sent the left and the right outputs of the cornflakes through both of these, and then they're both going into one stereo input. Then I've set the frequencies of these to be roughly starting at the same thing. You can see both of these are in the same place. And they both track 1 volt per octave, which means when I send a voltage to both of them, both filters will move up or down by the same frequency. And then sending just a voltage offset out of shades into both of their frequencies. And they've both got slightly different resonances, and they both just have a slightly different feel to them. And they create slightly different harmonics as they filter, which means that they suddenly really widen out the stereo field and create a really gorgeous sound. So I'm using shades to increase the frequency of both of these. So I was really happy with this. I thought once there was a bit of side chain against the kick, it really fitted in with the rest of the beat, and so that was something I was really happy with, and something I'm going to try definitely with some of my other filters, pairing up different combos and see what happens. Anybody that's got two filters of any kind, or even a filter and a low pass gate, could give this a go, and I'm sure you get some really interesting results. You also wouldn't have to try this with just a lead sound. You could try it with any sound, and it would also be really interesting to send like a mono signal just through the two different filters and create stereo that way. So this next trick is one I've actually shown before in my sampling video, but here I'm going to show you a different way I could use it, and in another beat. If you don't want to check out that video, that's one where I did loads of really cool tricks using the Squid Salmple, but they're mostly tricks you could do with any modular sampler or hardware sampler or something like simpler in Ableton. So on this one, I already had my main beat, but I wanted to create a section in the middle where it just sounded like everything was going crazy. So I took the output of the mix of the whole beat and recorded it into the Squid Salmple. So here that is. I've got no gates triggering the reverse version of the sample in my master sequence. And it just means at any time, when I get into this middle section where I want the beat to go really chaotic, I just put a beat into the line of the sequencer that's triggering the reversed version of the sample. and I can put as many gates as I want and it will restart it. And then I can decrease the bit depth and then bring the lead back in. So you see how I'm starting to build up sections, but using only a very small amount of elements. Just by muting and unmuting parts and having like one thing I can bring in for like a chaotic middle section. There it is again, the reverse part. Maybe repitch it.